Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me for this expert killer Sudoku that I do on my iPad. I'll go through the rules of Sudoku, how the cages create a killer Sudoku, a little opportunity to show you how I have a little way of solving the puzzle. Just it's not a rule, but it really does help. And then we'll get into the solving of it. There are 9 columns, 9 rows, and 9 boxes in a Sudoku. In each of the rows, columns, and boxes, we need the unique numbers 1 through 9. And that's pretty much the puzzle. The other part of it is with these cages, you can see that there's a cage in here with a number in the top left-hand corner. These numbers, these cages have got to add up to that number in the top left-hand corner and not allowed to have a number that is repeated. So say for example 6 and 6, even though I know it breaks the rules of Sudoku, 6 can't be 3 and 3. It can only be 2 and 4 or 1 and 5. And it's basically finding out those things that we can, how we solve it. Alright, now the other thing that I'll tell you is because each row, column, box needs the numbers 1 through 9, that adds up to 45, and that comes in handy. I can't see one at the moment. Oh yeah, I can. So this is a 45 box. This is a 45 box. So you can see here, all of these cages are full except for that one there. So if I add up 19, 19, 38, 45, 54, 78, 84, to get to 90, it's a 6. And then for the number that actually gets to 9 is a 3. So 3 and 6 equals 9. So that's just a little trick. Now, I did 90 because I had to do it over 2 boxes. It's 45, 90, 135. So just to call that out. All right. If I had done it the other way, it would have been easier because that would have been a 45. So you can see here 3, 16, 25, 37, 45, and that's a full box. You can you can add that up as 45. You can add that up as 45. This one will add up to 2 short, so 14, 25, 34. So these two will add up to 11. All right, let's keep going. So 1 there. All right, so this is 19, 19, 38. So these two are going to be 7. So this number and this number are going to be the same. But that's all I know at this stage. Okay, so so there's a 7 there. Right, so this 11, it can't be 6 and 5, it can't be 7 and 4, so it's either going to be 2 and 9 or 3 and 8. 14. So if I add up 14 plus 13 is 27, 36. Oh, that's 9, so I should have known that anyway. 1's there. So 1 can be here. So this can't be a 1 in here. So the reason for that is that the highest, if I did 3 numbers as the highest numbers, which is 7, 8, and 9, they are to 24. So to get to 27, I need at least a 3. So that means 1 can be one of these here. 6, 6, 6. I know that can't be 6 and 1 because of the 2 6s there. So, okay, what else can we see? I'm not seeing a lot. Okay. 7. So 6 and 7's out of here. 3 and 9's out of here. Okay, so 3, because there's 3 here, 3 and 9's out of here. Can't be there, can't be there. So this can't be, can only be 9 and 4, because the only place a 9 can go can't be 9 and 0, can't be 9 and negative 1. So 9 and 4 are there. That's going to make this 5 and 7. So 9 and 4, 5 and 7. So this can't be a 1. So this is going to be the 1 here, leaving this to be the 8. Alright, so 1 and 3, so this is going to be 2 and 6. 6 can't be there, so this is a 6, leaving this to be a 2. I find it interesting how these sort of things just come out. Right, so this can either be 2 or 3, 5 and 4. Okay, so 9 can be here, here and here. That takes that out. 6, 6, 6. So 6 comes down here. 6 and 3 works. 6 and 5 works. 8. So this is 5 and 7. So 5 can't be there. 5 can't be there. 5 can be there. 5 and 7. 4 and 9. So 9's not going to be there. 9 can be here, here, or here. 1 can be here or here. 3. So this won't be a 3. So this can't be a... Okay, so this is interesting. Remember, these two numbers have to be the same because these add up to 7. Do they add up to 19? So 7. So if that's a 7... No, it doesn't have to. Why did I think that had to add up to 7? So that's 9. So this one and this one have to be the same. So if this one and this one have to be the same, and that's a 3, that's a 6, so that's out. So it can be. So I have completely confused myself. But because this is 9 and 4, 6 can't be there. 3 can't be there. So this is going to be 5 and 2. So this can be 5, 5, 4. 5, 2. So if this was a 5, this would be a 5. This would be a 2, and this would be a 7. And that can't be a 7. So this is going to be 2, 5. So 2, 5, 5, 4. So if this is a 2, this is going to be a 5, this is going to be a 4, and this will be a 5. So that makes sense. If this is a 5, this is going to be a 2. This would be a 7, and this would be a 2. So that's not entirely correct. Okay. So they both work. But 5 and 2 can't be here. So this can be 6 and 1 or 3 and 4. Because if that's a 3, this has to be a 4, and that becomes a 6. So that's why a 5. So that works. And that becomes a 3. Yeah, so I've just spent a minute on that, confusing myself that I've got no idea what's going on. 13. So 1 can't be here. 1 can't be here. So that's a given. So 1 is going to be one of these. So that's 1, which means this is 8 and 5. So that means that can't be a 5. So that's a 5 there. 2, because it's got to add up to 9. This is a 7, leaving this to be a 2. Alright, so 1, 8 and 5 are here, which means 1 comes up here somewhere. 8's going to be in here. So this is interesting. This is going to be 8, 9. 2 can't be there. Okay, so 2 and 4 can't be there, so this can't be a 1. So this is a 1 here, leaving this to be a 5. And then 5's up there, which 5's going to be one of these two, which means this can't be 5 and 1, so this is going to be 6 and 1 here. Okay. 6 and 1 there, which means 1's going to be here. Alright. Okay, so this is 8, 9, 4 and 3. So 8, 9, 4 and 3, don't know. 5 can't be here, so this is a 5, leaving this to be a 7. Remember, because this is 9 and 4 and 8 could there, so there had to be a 7 there. So 7 can be here with a 2, yep, 2 and 9. 7 can be here with a 3, and 7 can be there. 185. So 5 and 6 are out of here. So this is actually 2 and 9 in here. So that means that can't be a 7. So 7's one of those two. Reason that's a 2 and 9 is because this is 8 and 5. So 8 and 3's out, 5 and 6 is out, 7 and 4's out. So 2 and 9's there. So this makes this 8 and 9, 3 and 4. 2 and 9. So what's that number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3. Alright. So 8 and 9 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. 4 and 7 there. I already knew 7 couldn't be there. Like goose. So this can be 1 and 8 or 5 and 4. 7, 11, 5, 5, 4 there. So 8's going to be, and 8 and 9 are going to be shared across here. 8, 9. So 5, 6. 6 can be here, 6 can be here, and 6 can be there. So that's all happening. Actually, 6 and 1's here, so 6 can't be there. So 6 is one of these two. 6 is one of these. 5, 6, 3, 3, 4 there. So 6 can't be there, 5 and 2. So this could be a 5 and 2. Well, 2's got to be there somewhere. 2 can't be here because that, remember, 7, 8, 9, 24 plus 2. So that's got to be a 2 there because 2 can't be here, and it can't be in there. So that makes this a 5. Alright. 6 and 1 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. If that was 4 and 9, that's 13. And that would have to be 5 and 1, which works. Okay. 2, 9, 3, 4. So 3, 4 there. 1, 6. 7 can be here, here, or here. 1, 8, 5, 2, 9. So 7, 3 works, 4, 6 works, which would be 6, 1 and 2, so that works there. Actually, because I got that 2, I can figure out that number. So 2, 9. So 2, that's 9, plus 16 is 25. That's going to be 20, so that's going to be the 7. Alright, so this is 9 and 4. Okay, so 9 and 4 there means that this is 8 and 3. 8 and 3 there. 8 and 3. So 1 and 9's done. So this can be 2 and 7 or 5 and 4. 9 and 4. So 13, 6. Got to be 5 and 1. So that can't be 5 and 4. 3 and 8. 2 and 7. So 7's going to be there. So that's going to be a 7 there, leaving this to be a 2. So 2's one of these two. And then this can be 4 and 8 or 3 and 9. Okay. So 1 comes across here, 1 comes across here, 1 can't be here, so this is a 1 here. 5 comes across here, so 5's there because 5 and 6 didn't work. Alright, so 5 comes down here, 5 comes down here, so if that's a 5, That'd have to be 1 and 3 works. Can be 9 and 5 there, which would make that 9 and 4, which would make that 9. Okay, so 9 can be here. If that's 9, that'd have to be 2 and 4, which works. All right. 6 and 1 there. 1 is one of these. 5, 2, 9, 4. So 9, 2, 3 works. But I've made a call. Oh yeah, and then 4 can be one of those. 4 and 7 still works. 8, 9, 6, 1. So 1. So this is 20. So this can be 9, 3, and 8. It can be 9. Can't be 4 and 7. Can't be 2 and 9. Can be 9, 5 and 6. Well, no, it can't be 5 and 6. So it's going to be 9, 8 and 3. Okay, so 9, 8 and 3 here. So this is going to be 4, 5, 7. So that makes sense. So 7 can't be here. 7 can't be here because it can't be in there. So that's a 7. Alright, so 7 can't be here. 7 can't be here. 7 can't be here. So 7 comes down here and here because this is 7 and 3 or 4 and 6. So that must be a 7 there. Okay, so 7 comes across here, down here, down here. So that's a 7, leaving this to be a 3. Okay, I might have all the 7s now. Okay, so 7. So this is 5 and 4 across here, but I don't know any more than that. 5 and 4. But if that's a 4, that can't be a 4. So this is a 4, leaving this to be the 3. Okay, so 3 can be there. 6 and 1. So 7's 13. So 9 and 4. 5 and 8. Well, 5 can't be. So this is 9 and 4. And that had to be, remember, that was 6 and 4. So that was a 4, leaving this to be the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. So 8's the other number I need. 8 can't be there because that has to be a 1. So 8 is going to be here. Which means I need, if that's 1, 6, I need a 4 there, making that a 5. Right. So this is 2 and 4. No idea the order. 2 and 7 won't be there. 2 can be there. But if 1's there, 2, that still works. Okay, 5. Okay, 5 comes up here. 5 comes up here. 5 can't be in there, so that's a 5 there, leaving this to be the 4. Okay, so 4 can't be here. Remember, that needs to be 4 and 2, so that's a 4 there, leaving that to be a 2. So 4 can't be here, so that's a 9, leaving this to be a 4. And this is going to be 3 and 8. 8 can't be there, so that's an 8, leaving this to be a 3. Okay, so this cannot be 2, 3, 4 because of that, so it must be a 1. 1 can't be there, so this is a 1 here. And then the other two numbers can be 2 and 6 or 5 and 3, which is, yep. So this is 8 and 9 here. 8 or 9 is here. 5's there. 3 can't be here. 3 can't be here. So this is going to be 3 and 5. 5 can't be here, so that's a 5, leaving this to be a 3. To get to 14, I need either 5 and 9, which can't happen, or 6 and 8. 6 can't be there, so that's a 6, leaving this to be an 8. 1, 2, so 2, 9 and 4. 4 can't be there, so 4 is one of these two. 2 can't be there, so that can be there, and 9 can be anywhere. So this is 9 and 4 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3 and 6. 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 and 3. That's interesting. So 6 and 3 here, 6 and 3 here. Well, a 3 can't be there, so that's got to be a 6, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9 and 2 are there, but I don't know any more than that. 2 can't be here. This is can be 1, 5 and 8. 5. So that's an 8 there because of 1 and 5 got to be in these two, which means 8 comes across here, 8 comes across here, so 8's one of those two. 2 and 9. 8 and 9 there, still don't know. 8 is going to be one of these, so 9 can't be in this one. Okay, so 8 comes up here, 8 comes up here, 8 could be there. So just ignore me. Right, so 1 is one of these two. 2, 3. So 3 is one of these two. 1 and 3. That leaves that as 15. So that's going to be 9 and 6. So 6 can't be here. And I'm saying that's 9 and 6, but it could be 8. But 8, so because of the 3 and 1 being in this column here, 8 and 7 has to be one of those. Can't be both of those, right? And 8 and 7 doesn't work there or there. So that's going to be an 8, 7, 4 here. So 9, 6. So this is a 6. All right, 6 and 1 over here. So this is going to be a 6 here, leaving this to be a 1. 7, so 7 can't be there, so 7, 8 and 4, because I need a 9 here, don't I? So 9 is going to come down here, so that's going to be a 9, 9 is going to come down here, so that's going to be a 9, leaving this to be a 4, 7 can't be there, so that's a 7, leaving this to be an 8. 8 can't be there, so that's an 8 there, leaving this to be a 9. 8 can be one of those two. 9 cannot be there, so 9 comes across here, so 9 comes across here, 9 comes across here, so that's a 9 there. 1 can't be there, so that's a 1, leaving this to be a 3. This has to be a 4. 4 can't be there, so this is a 4, leaving this to be a 2. Alright, so 2 and 9 still sits there, that's just unbelievable. So 3 comes across here, so this is a 3 here, 8 and 9 there. 9 can't be there, so 9's got to be one of these two, so this has got to be an 8, leaving this to be a 9. 8 comes down here, so that's an 8 there. 5 can't be there, so that's a 5, leaving this to be a 1. And coming across here, this has to be a 9, because there's no 9 there. So 9's there, 9 comes across here, so 9's there, leaving that to be a 2. 2 can't be there, so that's a 2 there. And this leaves this to be a 1. Alright, a little slow, 24 minutes. Good puzzle though, quite enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Until next time, bye for now.